another episode of the Women of Ouija. I'm Marla Martenson.
And I'm Karen Dahlman.
Great to see you, Karen.
Good to see you too, Marla. Good to see all of you out there as well. We got another great topic today we're going to talk about. We hear about this one all the time in the different Facebook groups and social media groups we belong to. Take it away, Marla.
That's right, because, okay, I see on these groups all the time the comments about, the board won't work, or does this thing work? What's going on? And the key today is patience. That's the word that we're going to talk about, is patience, because if you're developing anything, whether you're learning a new language or starting a new career, you have to take time and patience to learn. Everybody's not just going to go like that. I think even famous psychics like James Van Praagh or people that I've talked to, often they were psychic as kids, but then somehow they got scared and shut it down, or they were intimidated or made fun of or whatever, and they shut it down, and then they had to kind of relearn, opening up later and work on some things. So when you're working with the board or with any spiritual practice, it's going to take some patience. And with myself, it took me 8 months to be able to use the board on my own. When I used it for the first time with my friend Julie, the planchette started moving right away. We were connecting with spirits and my angel. It was so exciting. And then Julie would come over from time to time and we'd do it. But I was like, I'd really like to do this on my own. Wouldn't that be great to connect with my angel on my own? And then you'd see on the back because I have angel boards and different communication boards. And it would say, yeah, hours of fun, on your own. And I'm like, what are they talking about? I can't get this to move. But it took that patience of developing myself, opening up my energy, getting energetically attuned to Reiki and other energetic attunements that opened me up to do that. Now I have one more story about what I'm trying to do now is I'm trying to open that pineal gland, open the third eye. And you guys might have seen Karen and I's video that we did from the Conscious Life Expo, where we went and had a private session with Zarathustra, and it was third eye activation. And Karen said right away, I feel it. I feel something. Didn't you, Karen?
Yeah. Yes.
And I didn't feel anything, but I continued on since I'm in LA and Zarathustra is in LA and then also in Scandinavia. I did do some more sessions with him. I did some classes, group stuff. But he did the third eye activation. And then he gave me this really great DVD, and it's takes you through an active meditation which he developed to activate the pineal gland. So I've been doing that almost every day. And now I have this shard of light that I see out of my right eye if it's dark. So if I'm walking outside in the dark or go in the bathroom, it's dark, whatever, it flashes. And that is a sign that the third eye is decalcifying, it's opening. And it's very exciting. And when I talked to our friend Linda Salvin, she said the same thing happened to her when she was opening up. She saw something on the right eye, some kind of circular light or something. But it takes patience. I've been doing this forever, taking supplements, doing meditations, using crystals, and it is taking so long, but it's just patience. If I want to continue, I could just give up and say forget it, but otherwise my end goal is not going to happen, because for some reason my pineal gland is just maybe more calcified. I don't know, but I'm not going to give up because I'm determined to use this power, this mystical thing to help others. So when I'm giving people a Reiki healing or crystal healing, I want to be able to connect with their guides or deceased loved ones and give messages. I want to be able to see other realms so that I can bring peace to people and answers. So that's my goal with it. So what do you have to say about patience? What did you have to do?
I've watched you through a lot of this journey you're talking about, and everything really in life requires patience to get good at it, right? And you were talking about how this spills out over into the rest of our lives. So, like a professional athlete, they usually have a propensity to be like some kind of like a basketball player or football. They're pretty good at kind of maybe some sports, but yet they still have to fine tune it and hone it in and learn it. I've always been very artistic and creative, and just could pretty much make anything happen. I feel like I could make it happen, whether it's on paper or canvas or clay, and I could just make these things. And I know a lot of people out there that are also this way, but yet sometimes it requires just taking the time every day to do it, or the consistency of it. And for me, I started studying in college and took classes, and then it really took my art to another level, because it was like I was now using it, doing it as much as I could. And that's the key with this tool, the Ouija board that I have behind me here. And this, you guys, will show you again. This is my 1973 circuit board I got from Santa Claus.
That is so great.
So, I've used it a lot. As a kid, it was, more intermittent here and there or whatever. As I got older, especially in college, is when I used it a lot. And so I would practice. And I found that the more I practiced, the more I was able to raise my energy, my vibrations with this tool, and be able to bring in other kinds of energies, and to be able to communicate with the ETs, the animals, the angels, the guardians, the guides, ethereal beings, source wisdom. It just continues spiraling up. It's because I practiced. I did all the groundwork, kind of like with my art skills, did all the groundwork with it that allowed me to finally get to a level of being able to use it quite nicely. I'll say quite nicely. But the cool thing about what the Ouija board teaches us is patience and persistence, and how to also, you can use that in your own life, your just your everyday living life. I mean, we need to be patient with ourselves using this tool, but we need to learn to be patient with other people. We need to be patient with the way things are going in the world, how things are looking outside, of our communities, and how things are looking in the government, and everything that's going on. We have to be patient with this process of what's happening. Things are always changing. Things are always growing and expanding, but it takes that element of time, and that's the patience we have to have while it takes that time to make things get them, where you want them to be. This is a occurrence that we all need to think about, and not just with the board, like I said, but also with our lives. So the more you can learn this on this tool, using this tool, I think the better equipped you're going to be for life, because patience, after all, is a virtue. Don't forget.
Love it. Don't forget it, you guys. Patience is a virtue. And let us know in the comments how long it took you to open any of your psychic skills and what your experience has been. We love to hear from you. Bye.
Happy boarding, guys.
Happy boarding.